Yo, what up, friend? Huge boxing match this weekend. Obviously, another one that we've been waiting on a while, right? This was supposed to happen before, but Mike Tyson, let's not lie. At one point, the baddest man in the world is what he was at one point.
Yeah,
but
sure was.
He is now 58 years old. And there will be a 31-year age gap between him and Jake Paul, 27, who is 10-1, but has fought mostly MMAers, tomato cans, things like that. But, I mean, Tyson's old, and he even got hurt in the workup to this fight. And, I mean, even Amul asked, and we'll talk about this later, how does this boxing match even get sanctioned? Like, I know a lot of people are asking that. It will be
Texas.
8 2-minute. Yeah, it will be 8 2-minute rounds. It is in Texas. 8 2-minute rounds, and they will use heavier 14-ounce gloves. Paul, who's younger, is the 210 favorite. So that's risking $210 to win 100 on your bet. Tyson is the 172 underdog. Risk 100 for 172. So, my friend, what are your thoughts and your prediction for this?
It's going
to be watched a lot. It's going to be watched a lot.
You want to do this for Katie Taylor and Serrano?
Oh no, that's right. Yes, I apologize.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
I got ahead of my skis and forgot all about my Puerto Rican brethren. The Puerto Rican superstar, the superwoman, the vixen,
making y'all
Amanda.
wait.
Said, no, yeah. Now y'all waiting. So Serrano versus Katie Taylor. This is a rematch. Actually, no, this is the third time, isn't it? This is the. It's not the. Okay, I thought it was their third time.
She beat her sister before.
The rematch.
Cindy.
Okay. So it is the rematch, and so it's a heavily weighted on rematch. The last fight that they had was considered to be one of the best women fights of all time. It was also, remind me, I may be wrong about this, but if I remember correctly, it was the first women's fight that had 12 rounds of 3 minutes. Was that correct? Or 10 rounds of 3 minutes? Or has that not happened yet? Am I imagining that?
Serrano did that with Daniela Ramos in Orlando this year.
Okay,
or last year.
They
did 3-minute rounds, but the WBC wouldn't sanction it as if women can't fight for 3 rounds, which is stupid. But whatever.
Stupid, right? Okay, all right. Well, anyways, you know who I got in this, my girl Amanda. If I could roll my R's better, I would. You could probably roll your R's better than I can. What are your thoughts on this fight, and who's your prediction?
These are probably. If these were two male fighters, this is probably the most decorated fighters of all time fighting each other. Okay, you got Katie Taylor, Olympian gold medalist. She's won 18 gold medals from boxing tournaments.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying, before she went pro. She is 38 years old, which is okay. She's 23-1, a multiple division champion. She has all the belts at lightweight. She is the woman.
Damn,
I would say the man, but she is the woman. When she fought Amanda Serrano in Madison Square Garden, they headlined that show, okay, and sold it out and had one of the fights of the year, okay, one of the best women fights of all time, one of the best fights of all time. Only other women fight I could think that was close to this, it was Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. That was an amazing fight also. So I don't want this whole man, girl, whatever. They can fight, okay, point blank period. Katie Taylor, she beat Serrano, and she's also beat her older sister Cindy. And one nugget about Cindy and Amanda Serrano, they're the only sisters to have major belts at the same time, major sanctioned belts, 2 sisters to hold belts at the same time, which is pretty cool.
Oh wow! Okay,
anyways,
nice.
Yeah, pretty nice little nugget. And also, this fight here will be the highest purse by any female fighters ever. Okay, I'm not sure how many millions they're getting from this fight, but it's the highest women fighter will be paid, which is amazing for the sport. It's phenomenal. Okay, this rematch was supposed to happen in Dublin, and Katie Taylor's first fight as a pro back home in Ireland. But I think, I don't know, it was her or Amanda Serrano got injured. Which one, two got injured? But she had fought Chantel Cameron, who beat Katie Taylor, and then 6.1. There you go, Josh. Comments. So he she fought Cameron. Cameron beat her, and then Kate Taylor avenged her loss in Dublin again and won. In the meantime, with Serrano, she won. She was the first ever to go 3 minutes per round against Miss Ramos, who I mentioned earlier. Amanda Serrano fighting out of Carolina. Is it Catalina, Puerto Rico?
Carolina.
Puerto Rico. I actually been there. It's right next to, not too far from Humacao. I've been there also.
There you go. You pronounced that one like a champ. Yeah. I like that. Okay.
Well, back in the day, I was in Coquito drinking contest. I messed up everybody on the island. They don't want to see me. They don't want to see me. Huh? I got 4 or 5. Rose Perez got to call me the other day, which I changed my number. She called too much. But anyways, the thing about Amanda Serrano, which I like, not only is she a 4-division champion. Okay, I had to write this stuff down, so I'm looking down. 4-division champion. 2-0-1 at MMA, and both her wins were by submission, not knockout. You would think because she's a boxer, and she is what 4-0 in grappling. Okay, she's done grappling submission, submission grappling contests. I'm sorry, she's 5-0 in that. So she's a well-rounded fighter. Okay, so I know she talks about fighting into PFL, which Jake Paul's a part owner of later on. I think she can do well in MMA as well as boxing. She's already done it all in boxing. She's 47-2 in boxing with 31 KOs. All right, she is the real deal. That is her nickname. She is the real deal. Amanda Serrano. Boy, look at I wrote that R. Boy, I tell you, man.
Yes. That was beautiful.
That's a few that sit on my face. Anyways, but that's another story. But anyway, so with this fight with Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano, this is the rematch of the barn burner. Get it ready, Omar. Get it ready.
Clubs, bangers. Clubs, bangers.
Amanda Serrano. Okay, I ain't rolling at that time. She's gonna get the dub. The last fight, she gassed out kind of early, and Kate Taylor came out. She had her rocked in the early rounds. I'll go to Amanda Serrano this time. She is gonna win.
You see the Puerto Rican
what? Go, yeah. Wepa. You know what I'm saying?
Wepa, you see the Puerto Rican flag. Let's go.
Yeah, represent. God dang it. Yeah, I'm going with Amanda Serrano. Okay, and she's gonna knock her out in the 8th round.
Knockout in the 8th round for Amanda Serrano.
Got Amanda Serrano right there. I said it.
Make sure you write that down. I need to write that down. I was going to get up to get my Puerto Rico hat, but then I realized, there's one right here. But then I realized I had no pants on, and that probably would have been a good idea. Boom.
Oh, wow.
Hey, yo, I got. I mean, I'm in some draws, but we're rolling. We're good. Thank you all for tuning. I'm just joking. I got shorts on.
Thank you all about your fans.
Pod. Everybody hit that like button, please. That love button, that laugh button. Sound like a damn home decor picture. Live, laugh, love. Stupid. Anyways, make sure you subscribe to Ball and Buds. I already introduced the Tyson Paul fight. I don't really feel like doing that again. So I'm just going to say Mike Tyson is 58. Jake Paul is 27. And a lot of people are wondering, Clubber D, how do they allow this man, old ass man, to fight?
I was at Tyson's last official fight in DC when he fought Kevin McBride. Me and Peach, shout out to Shane Peach, the Redskins insider. We went to that fight. I'm sorry. We were sitting up in the Raptors. We were up there with Sting. We were up there, cheap seats. I was halfway at the monument. How cheap my seat was. I was way up on the monument, had binoculars looking down. Out the way. I was way up on the monument, looking down on the fight. I was angry at that fight because it was a waste. I think he didn't get off the stool in the 6th round. The fight before that, he got knocked out by Danny Williams, so he lost to an Irish man. Then he lost to a British man prior, Danny Williams. If you look at Danny Williams, he looked like the landlord from Coming to America. If you look at the dude who Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, the landlord gave him that crappy apartment. That's what the dude looked like. That's who he lost to. Okay. Now, yes, he fought Roy Jones back in the height of the pandemic, and we all nostalgia. Oh yeah, it was great. But I watched that fight again in that small ass ring, and I'm sorry that. That fight was not maybe to my standards of what I remember Mike Tyson and Roy Jones of. It wasn't that good. And when I thought, look at that, I dove deep in that. I was like, who are the judges? It was a draw. Bad Chad Dawson, Christy Martin, and Vinny Pazienza. Vinny Paz were the judges. How did they get those judges? Respected them. Respected those. Weird. It's a
motley crew of judges.
Yeah, I didn't even realize at the time those were the judges. But shout out to them, especially Christy Martin.
My girl Christy Martin, Country Bucks. Yes, I love her.
But but let's talk about Jake Paul for not Mike Tyson. We all know. Okay, hey, was he what 50 and
58,
6 with
58.
No, I'm saying his record,
Oh.
50 and
his
6
record.
with 44
yeah.
knockouts. I remember we were on an aircraft carrier. It was when Lennox Lewis, when he fought Lennox Lewis, we were overseas watching that. We were all sites watching that fight. And I knew Lennox Lewis whooped his ass. But Jake Paul, okay, he is taking boxing serious. I give him credit. But from Ben Askren to Nate Robinson to Nate Diaz to Spider Silva to Tyron Woodley twice to Mike Perry, none of these fighters can fight. None of these guys.
Bunch of tomato cans,
and they're all smaller. He's the big dude. Okay.
Pause.
Jake Paul's he's a big guy. Yeah, that was
Jake Paul's.
Yeah,
Jake Paul's.
He's got some Paul's. He got some size on him, if applicable. But anyways, he's bigger than Mike Tyson's size. What God, dog? I'm just running up.
Yes,
I love it. This is a Paul's alley right here.
Keep going. No, keep going.
I'm Peter North, I don't care. I'm care. I'm old. But Jake Paul, was he 11-1? He lost to Tyson Fury's brother. I forgot his name. It'll come to me later. But
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury. He lost to him. 11-1. Hasn't really fought nobody. MMA fighters, they box totally different. So what do you say? You guys think Tyson fights?
Do you think Tyson is a complete sham, or do you think he can actually do damage? Do you think Tyson
we'll get to that in a second, Bajo. We'll get to that.
Okay.
So here's the thing. If this fight goes past 3 rounds, Jake Paul's going to win. Point blank period. He's going to win. He's going to win. It's just, I don't see it. People get sized for these little 30-second, 15-second sparring clips of Mike Tyson doing something. That's 10 seconds of footage that they're speeding. Like, y'all need to look at this stuff realistically. Is a 58-year-old man going to be able to go 8 2-minute rounds?
Right.
27-year-old. Jake Paul might have his track shoes on and just make him chase him the whole ring, around the ring.
Yep.
Or who knows? Could be something in his contract that says, "I'm not going to mess you up too bad." Who knows? It could be. You never know.
Oh, okay. So you think there could be some backroom dealing? Like, there
could be. You never know. You never. I hope there isn't, but like.
But he's 58, so maybe you never know, right? Or
I don't. Who wants to see him get? If Jake Paul knocks him out, I think people are going to mob the ring. They're going to just bum rush the ring, like it's going to be Riddick Bowe against Evander Holyfield with the fan guy coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people just going to
remember that.
It's going to be Andrew Galata when he hit Riddick Bowe in Madison Square Garden with him and Nuss 8 times. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just going to be crazy. So I just don't. If he knocks Tyson out, I think people are just gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I have a feeling if Tyson doesn't get him out of there in the first 2 or 3 rounds, it's over. Tyson ain't gonna win this. It's I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't care how many people try to say, "Oh, you didn't spike Tyson." Well, I don't care. That's Julius Erving over there. You think he's gonna beat Joel Embiid in a 1-on-1 right now? No. Okay, he's old. Okay, so let's calm that down. So not saying Joel Embiid and Jake Paul.
But you're saying, there's a chance, a la Dumb and Dumber style. You're saying there's a chance that Tyson could win this fight. So it has been asked a few times by Amul, by Bajo, by some others now. Do you believe that Tyson can actually knock him out? Like, can in those first 2 rounds actually knock him out?
Yeah, he can. But I just don't see it happening. He's gonna. This is what I think the fight will be. It will be a bunch of. I don't know if you guys had good parents that gave y'all whoopings, but if you ever got a whooping on the couch and you just go up in a turtle shell, you know what I'm saying? When you're getting beat. So that's what I think Jake Paul's gonna do. He's just gonna turtle. He's gonna be in a shell the whole time for the first few rounds. He's gonna turtle up. I don't think Tyson will be able to get a clean shot. He's gonna work hard at getting a clean shot. Only thing that's for Tyson and his advantage is these 2-minute rounds. So he can catch Jake. He can catch Jake Paul, but it's really, will he catch Jake Paul? How's his conditioning? I know he does a lot of DMT and outer body stuff and smokes a lot and does it, which is great for him. If that keeps him sane, keeps him mellow, more power to you. But that doesn't add an extra lung. Okay, so I just don't see at 58 years old fighting a 27-year-old. If this was Jake Paul with no training, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't, Dang, dog, why my dog got to come in here and shake his head like I want him to do something? Get out of here.
Well,
But you know,
we know that Baggio requested one, so we're going to give him one.
Bangers. Clubs bangers.
Speaking of getting beat, y'all remember back in the day, you ever got beat in your bed and you try to put your covers up like it's going to block something? You still get hit and it goes through the covers. I'm just, you know.
Or when you run like me, if you ever ran under the bed, but then you still got whooped under the side of the like the bottom of the bed had like the whole. One time that happened to me in Baggio's house. I told rest in power to my beloved second mother Judith Malave. But we were in the house one time and I wanted to sleep over, and I asked Papo and I asked Judy. And she said, no. And I said, Papo has the power. And I put my fist up and my mom got pissed. She chased me up into Baggio's room in a baize room. And I jumped under the bed and she pulled me out from under the bed and started whooping my ass.
She gave you the scorpion, get over here. Like what?
Oh, I just snorted. I didn't mean to snort.
Yeah, you did.
I did it again. Sorry. Yeah. That time I did. It's a work. Shane Peacher says, "Thank you for tuning in, brother."
It's some Bukaki mess, but yeah, it's trash, man. I'm not a fan of this fight. I'm still gonna watch it though, you know. But it's I would say if you're gonna watch this card, it's free on Netflix. Tune into the undercard. Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. This is gonna be an amazing fight. Okay, these women know how to fight. I don't even like saying just watch because they're girls or whatever. No, these are fighters and they know what they're doing. And Mario Barros fights also. He's a WBC 147-pound champ. He's on the undercard also. So check this card out, because one thing that Jake Paul does do, which I give him credit for, he likes to showcase women boxing and sometimes some up and comers. So he does really care about the sport and things like this. Oh, that's a funny story. Good job, Peach. Good job. That was Omar scratching the wall. But yeah, so check this card out, Netflix. You know, you ain't got nothing else to do on Friday night besides stay in and tune into this fight. If you guys got something better to do, I doubt it.
And because obviously Amanda Serrano is a Boricua, she is Puerto Rican, I give a shout out to my Puerto Rican Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Should be an amazing women's fight. That being said, again, make sure, yes.
If Tyson hits him, he's gonna knock the mayonnaise out of his hair. He's gonna knock all that mayonnaise right out of his hair if he hits him hard.
See that, but that's what I was thinking.
Like
and so when I asked you, and you really seemed very hesitant to like really accept that option, I kind of didn't say anything, because in my eyes, I think that if Tyson does come out full force, he could catch him with just that one shot, that just one heavy
like
hitter. You know what I mean?
Turtle shell. He's gonna come out shelled up. He got a bag. He tried to change the report card, got caught, and Daddy's coming home. He's gonna shell up, and just like that.
That's about what Amul says there. Paul's gonna go for a protein bowl, and Tyson will punch himself out. That's a pretty good one, Amul.
5,000.